Alright, what's up boys? So this is going to be my crosshair placement tutorial, guide, in-depth, advanced. You're gonna get all the juicy secrets here to help you hit some more headshots that you wouldn't otherwise. If you clicked on this video because you thought you were gonna get the secret to objective, perfect crosshair placement, I'm gonna disappoint you right now because it doesn't exist, okay? There is no perfect crosshair placement for everybody. What I mean by that is that crosshair placement depends a lot on you specifically and what your strengths are, your reaction time, how you aim, stuff like that. So I want you guys to split this into two parts. I want you to consider your placement on a vertical axis and a horizontal axis. Now the first thing to know about vertical crosshair placement is the fact that in this game, if somebody is closer to you, your crosshair is going to need to be higher than when they move farther away. Alright, so if you take a look at this clip, you'll see that my crosshair starts out on his head when he's up close, but as he moves back, my crosshair placement ends up being too high. So the other thing you have to account for in terms of vertical crosshair placement is the terrain. So when somebody's walking on stairs like they are here, it's very difficult to maintain a good crosshair placement at all points. They can also vary the distance that they are on the stairs, whether or not they're at the front of the stairs or the back of the stairs. So you want to avoid these angles if possible. Alright boys, so let's get into the juicy details here. Alright, so we're going to talk about horizontal crosshair placement now. So if there's one thing you guys take away from this video, there's one thing I want you to understand, right? Wherever you put your crosshair, you are making some kind of read. You're making some kind of a prediction as to what's going to happen next. So what I mean by that is, if I'm putting my crosshair really close to this wall, it means that I'm predicting that whoever peeks me is not going to peek out very far. So I'm either anticipating a walk peek, I'm anticipating maybe a tight up peek, something like that. If I think this guy's going to wide swing me, I need to place my crosshair further out because I don't want to have to readjust when he does finally swing me. I want to already have my crosshair on his head when he peeks. So that's where the prediction aspect comes in. Now, one of the most common issues you see with lower level players is that when they try to hold angles, they hold these tiny little pixel angles. They hold these tiny little pixel angles, or they're all the way out here, but their crosshair is almost lined up with the corner here. Now this is a problem because almost anybody that peeks you here, you are not going to be able to react in time. They're going to pass your crosshair, you're going to have to adjust, and then in the time you're adjusting, you're going to get headshot. Alright, we're trying to set up kills to make them easy for us. That's where the consistency comes from. The consistency is not from having the most insane Kyle Frenzy Kovacs flicks. Alright, it's from knowing how to make shots easy for yourself. Alright, so I'm going to show you guys the way to find the perfect distance to place your crosshair away from the corner. So you're going to grab a friend. I don't care if you don't have any friends. Go into matchmaking. Take that guy in your last game that sucked. Add him. Go. Yo, listen, we're going to get better together, alright? So go into a custom with him. And one of you is going to hold the angle. The other one is just going to be strafing with their gun out. Alright? And so what you're going to do is you're going to pick a spot to put your crosshair where you think you'll be able to react. Alright? And then you're going to test it. So you're going to have him strafe out, and you're going to try to react to him coming out. Don't pre-fire him based on the sound. Try to do it visually. Alright? And so this is going to help you find the perfect distance for your crosshair, because if you shoot and he's already past your crosshair, then you were too late, and you need to put your crosshair out further. The most important part about this is that when you are holding an angle, nobody talks about this, okay? When you are holding an angle, don't look at your crosshair and try to time it for when they're in your crosshair. Look at the corner. Your eyes should be focused on the corner. And as soon as you see a shoulder, not even a head, as soon as you see a shoulder or a foot, that's when you click. Because think about it, you are already making a read on what kind of peek they're gonna do by where your crosshair is. So why wait to react as well if you're already making the prediction? Alright, so if you've done this correctly, you should walk away with two separate distances for your crosshair. One for if you think they're gonna wide swing you and gonna be running, and then one for if you think they're gonna walk peek you. Alright, now it's important to know that these distances are going to change depending on the distance between you and your opponent. If they're farther away, you're going to put your crosshair a little bit tighter. If they're closer, you're going to bring it wider. Alright, but this is something you'll get a feel for as you play. This is just a starting point And so you can go around on the maps and practice the same thing at the common angles to figure out your perfect spots for like different distances. So you could go to like bind, short A, right? A lot of people hold too close to the box, you know. There's a lot of stuff you can figure out just by going into a custom. That way you don't have to just guess in game, you already know. Alright, so that about covers most of the general crosshair placement in terms of horizontal and vertical placement. Now, there's a lot more to it, but things start to get pretty specific and very situational. Anyway, I hope this was helpful for you guys. Please drop me a sub on here. I stream on Twitch almost daily, so that's all going to be linked in the description. And yeah, I'm just intend to put out a lot more content, a lot more instructional stuff. So again, if you found this stuff helpful, then, you know, feel free to support your boy. I'm full-time now, you know, gotta make that bread somehow, right? So, alright, I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.